What's going on, Nerd Nation? This is Jether Blaise from Jet Set Media, and I'm back with the Nerds list to continue the assembly of the Mirage CO4 Atlas Foxeye model kit. In addition, I'm also going to be talking about some of the most recent developments in robotics, since I believe it dovetails well with what we're doing here, building the leg component today of the Jacko, essentially. Jacko is the AC. Jacko is the AC name, and Foxeye I've just remembered is Jacko is the name of the pilot, and Foxeye is the name of the AC. So that's why there's two different names there. I confused it in my earlier video, saying Foxeye version, even though that's what's labeled on the kit. But Foxeye is the name of the AC, and Jacko is the name of the pilot. So I've already got the legs built. One of the legs built. The other leg I'm going to build here on this video, so you can follow along. And in addition, I'm also going to be talking about, as I mentioned, some of the most recent developments in robotics, especially as it pertains to robot locomotion, which dovetails with the fact that I'm building legs, right? So stay tuned for that. We're going to get right into it. And just so you know, this is also going to be a snippet of some of the content that you can expect from me on Jet Set Media when it goes live. I'm hoping to record the first video right after this video. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see where it goes. So just make sure you go over to Jet Set Media and subscribe, and then you can follow me on Twitter at Jether Blaise, or I also do retweet a lot about engineering and tech and science too. So I'm hoping you guys will all enjoy that content. So without any further ado, here we go for the show. Alright guys, so roboticists worldwide are spending a lot of time and effort trying to teach larger humanoid robots how not to fall over. And this has proven to be exceptionally difficult. It is known that the human brain can achieve certain types of computation such as motor control, pattern recognition, and perception in ways much faster than existing digital computers can. The operation of the human brain is complex and nonlinear and involves massive parallel computation. These computations are carried out by structural constituents called neurons and the synaptic interconnections between them, hence neural network. Presently, computer scientists are seeking to leverage artificial neural networks with the goal of using robots to be able to fully emulate the ability of living organisms. And to put that mildly, it's very difficult. My father used to say that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. In this case, a team from the University of Tokyo and Kawasaki Heavy Industries are working together on their own life-sized humanoid project called the RHP-2, otherwise known as Robust Humanoid Robot. And they've decided, you know, fuck all the neural network stuff. It's much easier to teach the robot to recover from a fall than to do all the theoretical work, all the dynamic modeling and R&D and control strategy development required to teach it how not to fall in the first place. It's much easier to just reinforce it so that all the delicate components are essentially protected from a fall. So in that vein, the robots have been built from the ground up with an armored structure that protects the robot from mechanical breakage caused by impact with the ground, indirect mechanical damage like damage to sensitive electronic components like joints and motors, and even more delicate electronic components like sensors and processors. There are other strategies that have been used to improve robot locomotion. Boston Dynamics just unveiled a new humanoid robot that leverages wheels to accomplish some of the most advanced robot locomotion ever seen. Take a look. That is awesome. Totally dope. So to bring it back to Armored Core, for me, I'm sitting here looking at all of the advanced maneuvering abilities of these huge ACs in the game, and I'm sitting here wondering to myself, will this ever be possible, at least in my lifetime? And my suspicion is that it won't be. I don't think that these are physically realizable at present. for a variety of reasons, not the least of which is the fact that the size of these ACs is immense. Like, we're building the Foxeye AC, and it's a 1/72 scale right now. So the 1/72 scale means that the actual AC is 72 times larger, and so Jacko Foxeye rather is going to stand at maybe, let's say, 6, 7, 8 inches tall. So that translates into, when you do the math, about a 50-foot AC. So when you get to sizes like that, then you have cube square relationships that come into play, which means that the taller and wider and deeper that you make a structure, it gets 8 times as heavy but only about 4 times as strong. So you reach a point where the AC is not even able to sustain its own weight. And going in the other direction, you have situations where much smaller scale organisms are able to carry many more times their own weight with ease, such as insects, for example. And just as an aside, one of the things about Armored Core is that throughout the franchise, one of the main criticisms of the game is that you don't really get the sense of scale, that you are really a towering, a 50-foot tall AC, trampling through a city or through a structure. You just feel like you're an ordinary human size, and that's been a drawback of the series for a while. I haven't played the Xbox 360 or PS3 games, which started with Armored Core 4 and went all the way up to Armored Core Verdict Day, but still, that has been a main criticism of the game, that the sense of scale is just not there. You don't get the feeling of being a towering mech at all. In any case, part of the reason why I play video games is to escape reality anyway, so I can't really expect too much in the way of realism when it comes to video games. So as I mentioned in my first video, I think it was, one of the reasons why I didn't like Nexus was because they tried to make it too realistic, making booster heat and just overall heat and cooling an integral part of the design of the AC, and just made it really difficult. Too much time was spent tinkering with the AC as opposed to actually playing the missions. And when you actually play the missions after you spent all that time tinkering with the AC, it wasn't always that rewarding. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future with regard to robotics, and especially robotic locomotion, because that's a very big area of research. So we'll see. This is Jether Blaise with Jet Set Media, kicking it with the Nerds List. Be sure to check me out on Jet Set Media. I have a video dropping soon. This is the type of content that you can expect to me, talking about science, engineering, and tech. That's as good as it gets, homie. So hope you enjoyed the build video. We're almost done. I have the core left. Once the core is done, it's the head and the weapons, and the AC will be built. And we can check it out. We can check it out here on the Nerds List. Peace.
We lit, we lit, we lit, we lit.